we learned that the Dodgers' largesse just continues to grow. They have signed James Paxton, who came back and had a really nice bounce-back year in Boston in 2023. It's a one-year deal for Paxton. They add a veteran left-hander to a rotation that 2 months ago, nobody really knew how it was going to look. We're starting to get a sense for how it looks now, and it looks really, really good. Yes, the splits were dramatic before and after the break for Paxton last year, but add a former All-Star to an already rich roster, and you get the Dodgers win total maybe creeping up closer to 105 on the preseason estimate.
Yeah, I like the fact that he's left-handed, too. It kind of balances out their rotation a little bit. You know, I might be in a minority here, Matty. I think the Dodgers are going to go to a six-man rotation. Yamamoto's never pitched on 5 days rest. And so I think they're going to take the five top guys, but I think Sheehan and Grove and Ryan Yarbrough will get a ton of starts throughout the course of the year. I think they'll manage the health of this entire, because this rotation, other than Yamamoto and Bobby Miller, have all, well, Bobby Miller's had some health issues too, have all had health issues. So I think Paxton just, you know, kind of lengthens their rotation, gives them a second left-hander with power stuff. And I think they do a great job of maximizing a pitcher's ability to perform on a consistent basis.
That's a great point about Yamamoto, too. It's got to be six, right?
I would think so, because this is a team that's really focused on October. So they're going to want their best guys to be great come October. So I think they're going to really manage their rotation. Hey, the biggest question mark I have for the Dodgers is really just health of their starting pitching. Walker's coming off Tommy John. Glasnow has been perennial hurt. The stuff on all these guys is unreal. So they'd like have no floor and high ceilings. That's a scary proposition a little bit. So I think Paxton falls in that category of no floor and a high ceiling too. So I think they're going to try to look at the group in its aggregate and then just figure out how do we cover as many innings as we possibly can out of that rotation.
It's funny, we just had a, 2.5-minute discussion on the Dodgers rotation for 2024, and for the first time in 15 years, there was a Dodger pitching discussion that did not mention the name Clayton Kershaw, who's still out there, by the way. We all expect him to re-sign with the Dodgers, and we all expect him to pitch at some point in 2024. We're just not sure as to when. Until then, the Dodgers keep adding to that rotation. And if you don't go to a six-man now, you're certainly going to a six-man next year when Ohtani's back on the mound. So why not sooner rather than later?
Yeah, and they may not even call it a six-man. A lot of clubs did it a year ago. I actually think, you know, reality, one of the biggest storylines for me this year is why try to win 100 games when you really should be just putting yourself in a position of getting into postseason and having as healthy group as you possibly can be, and especially in your pitching area, because now the way the postseason's played out the last few years, whether you're a wild card team or you win your division, it's really just a matter of how you're playing at the end of the year and how healthy you are going into October. So I think a lot of these executives are going to manage their roster in a way that they're going to put their team in the best position to try to win in October.
Get there and win your last 11 games.
Yeah,
right?
just build some momentum, but have your starting rotation, your key bullpen guys ready to go in October.
Yeah.